From the very beginning of this movement, I've made a promise to American seniors. I will always protect Medicare and Social Security. As president, that's exactly what I will do.
We can cut other costs. There's so much waste in our government.
So that's what I want to ask. Where do you get the revenue to offset that? Because it's also apparently going to advance the insolvency date of Social Security's retirement trust fund by over a year.
Well, you know, one of the things good about that is that's when people will make a deal. You know that. But we're going to take care of Social Security. We're not going to do anything to hurt our seniors. There is so much cutting. There is so much waste in this government.
Who's surprised that Donald Trump is on record numerous of times saying the very thing he said he didn't say?
One last question.
Go ahead.
Entitlements ever be on your plate?
At some point they will be. We have tremendous growth. We're going to have tremendous growth. This next year, it'll be toward the end of the year. The growth is going to be incredible. And at the right time, we will take a look at that. You know, that's actually the easiest of all things, if you look, because it's such a big
willing to do
percentage.
some
You changed your outlook on how to handle entitlements, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, Mr. President. It seems like something has to be done, or else we're going to be stuck at 120% of debt to GDP forever.
So first of all, there is a lot you can do in terms of entitlements, in terms of cutting.
No one should be surprised. But here's the sad part. Those of us that are not surprised, those of us that believe him 100%, talking about the MAGA following, will pretend that this is not a big deal, that their presidential nominee is threatening to jeopardize and put in jeopardy the lives of the most vulnerable Americans, senior citizens.
Because our country is going to hell. The critical job of institutions such as Heritage is to lay the groundwork, and Heritage does such an incredible job at that. And I'm telling you, with Kevin and the staff, and I met so many of them now, I took pictures with among the most handsome, beautiful people I've ever seen. I didn't like that picture. If you could lose that picture, please, would you, Kevin? But this is a great, no, he says I won't do that. But this is a great group, and they're going to lay the groundwork and detail plans for exactly what our movement will do and what your movement will do when the American people give us a colossal mandate to save America, and that's coming.
When you read it, you will see Donald Trump intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. He intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations and make working families foot the bill. They intend to end the Affordable Care Act.
Take Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Their Project 2025 will make things much, much harder for people who are just trying to live their lives. They spent a lot of time pretending they know nothing about this. But look, I coached high school football long enough to know, and trust me on this, when somebody takes the time to draw up a playbook, they're going to use it. And we know if these guys get back in the White House, they'll start jacking up the costs on the middle class. They'll repeal the Affordable Care Act. They'll gut Social Security and Medicare. And they will ban abortion across this country, with or without Congress. Here's the thing. It's an agenda nobody asked for. It's an agenda that serves nobody except the richest and the most extreme amongst us.
That's because this is who he is. A person who has always took advantage of workers, people busting their ass for this country, working hard, day in, day out, retiring, but paying into a system now that Donald Trump has threatened several times to cut and take away. Who's surprised that this is Donald Trump's idea of how it should work? Wealthy people get tax cuts, AT&T, name them. Any large corporations you want to name, under Donald Trump, their taxes went down. But poor people don't get to see it that way. Working people don't get to see it that way. Those benefits never make it. Donald Trump has never been a candidate or a person of working people. He has a track record of stiffing contractors and workers. He bragged with another billionaire about doing workers dirty, busting union, So there's nothing amicable about this video or the lie he's trying to tell now that he wouldn't cut Social Security, just like he's saying he wouldn't sign a national ban on abortion. You should know, we should know, the world should know that Donald Trump will do everything he said he wouldn't do if he hasn't already done it. I'm Mondale Robinson. Don't fall for this